right, so we're going to try the next one where we are graphing. And so I'm going to just change this color. I like doing all the different colors. All right, so my center, when I look, I see my Y is first. So this one's going to open just differently than the other one. So remember, just be careful with that center. It's H comma K, and H is what's with the X. So it's 1, 2. So I'm going to go ahead and plot my center at 1, 2. And then because the Y is first, it's going to open up and down. I don't need to write opens because it's already there. Opens up and down. Okay, so now we do the vertices. Okay, so my vertices are, well, A is under the first one for whether it's horizontal or vertical. A is always under the first fraction. Well, there's no fraction, so we put it over 1. So my A is going to equal square root of 1 is 1. So what that means is, because my A is 1, I'm going to count up and down because it opens up and down. I'm going to count 1 up from my center and 1 down from my center. Okay, so my vertices are going to be 1, 1 and 1, 3. All right, now the next thing I want to do is my asymptote, identify my asymptotes. So my B is the square root of 16, which is 4. So my asymptotes are going to be Y equals my K, which is 2, plus or minus, and now this is the slope part, so it's always Y's over X's. So it's going to be underneath the Y's is a 1, so A is 1. So 1 over underneath the X's is 16, so my B is 4. So 1 over 4. And then it's X minus 1. Okay, so those are my equations of my asymptotes. So now what that means is my slope is positive 1/4 and negative 1/4. So from my center point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to count up 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to count down 1 over to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy, this one's going to be a tough one for me. Let me zoom in and see if I can do this. All right, so we want to connect those. This is going to be a little dicey. There we go. All right, and because it's negative 1/4, also we're going to go down 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4. And up 1, 2, 3. Up 1 and over 1, 2, 3, 4. To the left. All right, so let's see if I can do this. Whoa, whoa, no. I don't know what I just did. Oh, I hit the rotate. Going wild here, guys. I'm going wild. You know what always happens when I try and connect dots? Something always goes wild. So apparently I decided to flip the page. Oh, that was terrible. Terrible. I'm struggling here. Okay. So that was a little wobbly, but there we go. We got it. All right. So now I want to do my hyperbolas. So I start with my vertices and it's opening up and down. And now remember that the asymptotes are containing it and it's going to approach those asymptotes as we go out, but it doesn't cross them. All right, so that is my hyperbola for that one. And it goes, whoop. I don't really like the way that looks. Let me draw that one again. All right, so we're going to approach the asymptote. Whoa. This problem for me is causing many issues. All right, so there we go. There we go. All right, so that is my hyperbola. And the last bit that I'm going to do is my foci. So my foci is c squared equals a squared plus b squared. So it's 1 plus 16. So c squared equals 17. So when I do the square root of 17, I get 4.1. So C equals 4.1. So what does that mean? Well, that means I'm going to count 4.1 from my center. So I go up and down because it's opening up and down. So I go up 1, 2, 3, 4.1, and that's where my foci is going to be. And then I count down 1, 2, 3, 4.1. That's where my foci is going to be. So it's going to be at 1 comma, and then 4.1 is going to be 6.1, and down 4.1 is going to be 1 comma negative 3.1. Oops, sorry, 2.1. My bad. Okay, and that is where my foci are located. All right, guys, so I'm going to have you guys try doing these. Hopefully you're not rotating the page and going a little bit crazy when you're doing the asymptotes as well. All right.